parties did indicate that the trial is expected to be taken one half to 1 day. And the court would also note that, by and large, the court does think that the presentation of evidence so far has been proceeding pretty effectively under all the circumstances. I know there's been some hiccups relative to the technology, but the exhibits have been before the court, and there has been testimony we've gone through it in good order. So I do intend, based upon the overall circumstances, I don't know how much more the plaintiff intends to present today and how much the defendant does to present today, but right now it does look like we should be able to get this concluded today, and that's the court's intention. So just wanted to remark that for the record. Mr. Carlo, can you continue, sir?
Yes, I'd like to call Larry Passick as a witness.
Okay, raise your right hand. You swear that any testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and contains a penalty of perjury? Thank you. Please be seated. If I can have you state your name and spell it for the record, please.
Sure, it's Leeway Passick, Lee, capital W-H-A-Y. Last name is P-A-S as in Sam, E-K-K.
Thank you.
Were you present at the selectmen meeting or do you need to tell me?
Yes.
And as was described earlier, you were sitting in the audience 5 to 10 feet away from the board.
Yes.
Were you having difficulty hearing the board during the meeting?
Yes.
Was that from the beginning of the meeting?
Yes.
Was it to the end of the meeting?
Yes.
Was there at any point you heard at the beginning of the meeting that I said the public can't hear?
Yes.
During the meeting where I approached you and asked, could you hear?
Yes.
And your response was?
No.
Is this the first selectman meeting you've been to?
No.
When you come into a meeting, you take a seat where the chairs are set up.
Yes.
And typically that is done prior to the meeting. So you just take a seat wherever it's set up.
Correct.
During any point in the meeting, were any of the comments made by me, would you construe those as trying to interrupt or disrupt the meeting?
No.
And during all those times that I said the public couldn't hear, you at the same time could also not hear.
Correct.
Did you ever see the public sitting at a selectmen meeting? Or was not? Sorry, try that again. At any previous meeting, was members of the public ever seated at the same table where the board is sitting?
In general, no, unless they had an appointment with the board.
Okay. But other than appointments, there is no time where the public sits at the table.
Correct.
Was there any reason to believe that you were able to sit at the table?
No.
When you were asked during the meeting, could you hear? What was your response?
My response was I could hear Steve, but I wasn't able to hear the others.
During the meeting, at any point, did Ed or Leaf become easier to hear? Or any earlier, it was Leaf gave testimony that he raised his voice during the meeting. Did you hear at any point him raising his tone have you been to any other meeting in the past where anything I would have done would be, any question would be solely for the manner of disturbing the meeting? Was there any time prior to this meeting, that at a meeting that you were present, where I caused any action to disturb the meeting?
No,
None that you can remember.
none that I can remember.
So by saying none that you can remember, is that you don't think that's ever happened. All right, that's all for now.
Okay, thank you. Ross?
I'll try to be very brief, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Your first testimony was that you had difficulty hearing from beginning to end, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then Mr. Abubak asked you, can you hear? And you said, the response to him was no, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to be sure we're making a distinction between having difficulty hearing and not being able to hear at all. Were you able to make out, withdraw that? You testified you were able to hear Steve Darrow's words clearly, is that correct?
Correct.
And you were having difficulty hearing Ed Grimley's words and Lee Hoag's words?
Correct.
Okay. Was that, were you not able to hear any word they were saying, or were you able to pick up every other word, or can you provide a little bit more description of what that issue was?
If I recall, I remember not being able to understand what they were saying. Maybe a word here and there, but it didn't make sense to me what they were saying.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up and start presenting. Oops. Follow a presenter, I'm gonna be the presenter. So I'm pulling up was plaintiff's exhibit 5 and has been admitted as a full exhibit. It's the meeting minutes from June 18th, 2024. Ms. Pasek, are you able to see that on your screen?
Yes.
Can we hold this a second?
Are you able to see it?
Yeah. Which meeting are you referring to? You saying the June 18th?
Correct, the June 18th meeting,
All right.
meeting minutes. Just want to skim through these minutes because they set forth some of the things that were discussed at the meeting. Are the monitors able to see my mouse pointer moving? Or no? Okay, so that would be.
Let the record reflect that the court and the witness are both following the presentation of Attorney Decker, and we are on whatever page he is on relative to the presentation, but I don't think the mouse itself is visible.
Okay. Okay. Referring to in the middle of the page there's a bold heading ex officio reports. It states Steve reported the following. First bullet point: the planning board held a special meeting to write a letter, etc. You see where I'm referring to?
Yes.
Okay. As you sat in the meeting on June 18th, were you able to understand that Steve Darrow was offering a report about the planning board a special meeting?
So I don't recall that discussion in the meeting on that day, but I can see it here.
Okay. Going down the page a little bit, there's a statement about, at the bottom of the page one, it says new business unlicensed dog warrants. Do you recall the select board discussion about the dog warrants? And it states, do you recall a discussion about the unlicensed dog warrants?
I don't recall from that particular meeting.
Okay. Do you remember any of the specific business that went on at the June 18th meeting?
I recall Andrew Cushing coming to discuss the parsonage, but I don't know specifics.
Okay, I'll try to find that section in the minutes. All right, second to last paragraph on the bottom of page 36, do you see where it says Andrew Cushing parsonage?
Yes.
Okay. At the end of that paragraph, it says, leave motion to have Andrew contact Doreen, Ed seconded, Steve agreed, motion passed. Do you see where it says that?
Yes.
Do you recall observing that happening at the meeting?
I recall the discussion partially, but I could not hear all that was being discussed.
Okay.
So I remember him being there and presenting to the board. And I could hear him because he was projecting well.
Okay, so you could hear Mr. Cushing,
Mr.
and, and did you come away with an understanding that the board was asking Andrew to contact Doreen?
I don't recall that, no.
Okay. Your Honor, I don't have any further questions for this witness.
Okay, thank you. Any redirect?
Sitting through the meeting, did you feel like you had any clarity on any of the topics that were on?
I think the only clarity I had from that meeting was in regards to the health officer position, and that because I asked the whole question and they didn't answer that question.
Beside public comment that you made, or that you brought up during the meeting, any topic that came up, you were unable to understand what was going on. Is that correct?
I would agree with that, yes.
Is it fair to say that not being able to recall what happened at the meeting is also partially being unable to hear what was going on?
Yes.
That's all.
Any further cross on that?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Passett, let's step down. Thank you.
Let's call Maureen O'Reilly.
Good afternoon. Do you swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? Thank you. If you could please be seated and state and spell your name for the record, please.
Maureen O'Reilly, M-A-U-R-E-E-N, O-R-E-I-L-L-Y.
Thank you.
You were present at the June 18.
You don't have to speak up or get to the microphone, okay? I'm not hard of hearing.
You were present at the June 18, 2023 select board meeting.
Yes,
You were at the audience that day. Were you able to make out what was going on through the meeting?
bits and pieces.
Was there anything, any topic that you had clarity on that you were able to hear in the discussion?
Basically, whatever Mr. Darrow said, I could hear.
So other than that, you weren't able to hear what was going on?
Not really. Sometimes I try to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
You've been to select board meetings in the past.
Yes,
Was there any instance where the members of the public were invited to sit at the table with the board?
not that I recall.
So So when you come to a meeting, you sit at the setup that is done by the board prior to the meeting?
Yes. Can you hear me okay? I can pull this down if you can hear me.
I can hear you. What was your comment in the end of the meeting to Steve? Sorry, to Leaf, or to the board?
I need a moment to think about it, to put it in the right order. I think that I said that I felt that the way that Leaf treated you was disgusting, and that the select board worked for us. And I don't know if I said any more. What do you think? I think that's it.
Have you received in the past comments from the chair when you've asked questions at the meetings? Have you gotten any rude responses in the past?
Have I got any what?
Rude responses,
Yes,
and that happened more than one time?
yes.
Do you feel that the chair has been hostile to members of the public at the meeting at times?
Excuse me?
Do you feel that the chair has been hostile to members of the public at meetings?
Yes.
Now, the fire station is typically an enclosed area that is kept cool during the day. Is there any reason you would believe that, or know that something was done to change that?
I'm sorry?
Was anything done prior to the meeting that would have changed the temperature at the meeting, at the fire station?
The fans were on. Is that what you mean?
Well, prior to the meeting, was there anything done by members of the board that would make the firehouse warmer?
Well, this is secondhand information, but I had a conversation with the fire chief after the meeting, and he said that the fire station the fan was on and it was nice and cool, but that Mr. Hogue threw the doors open because he had to go outside and rinse his shoes off.
Okay. I believe I already asked, but leaving the meeting, you weren't able to, you didn't understand what happened during the meeting because
Excuse
you,
me? I'm sorry. It's not that I'm hard of hearing, it's that I'm having trouble with,
during the meeting, or after the meeting as you left, you weren't able to understand the topics of conversation taking place because you couldn't hear. Is that correct?
I did, still can't understand you, I'm sorry. After the meeting, we go on from there?
After the meeting, was there any topic that was discussed at the meeting that you understood from being in the audience?
At the meeting.
Yes.
I could hear Mr. Darrow pretty well. I heard Lee speak up towards the end related to, I can't remember what he was talking about, but when he eventually spoke up a little bit more. Like I said, I go to a lot of meetings so I can put the pieces of the puzzle together because I know what's going on.
Okay, that will be all. Right.
Good afternoon, Ms. O'Reilly. Since the select board has moved the meetings back to the town hall, has your ability to hear the meetings improved?
It hasn't been.
And you have no further questions?
Okay, thank you. Any redirect based on that? Okay, then Ms. O'Reilly, step down. Okay, yes you can. Thank you, Ms. O'Reilly. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to call next, poll vote.
Raise your right hand. You swear any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the pains and penalties of perjury. Thank you, sir. Please be seated and state and spell your name for reference.
My name is Paul Vogt, Paulvogt.
Thank you.
Were you present at the June 18, 2024 meeting?
I need some clarity. Is this the one that you recorded that we watched earlier?
Correct.
I don't believe I was there.
Okay. So, although you have attended many meetings in the past, is that correct?
A lot.
After the meeting, what is your role generally with the recordings of town meetings?
I make every effort to record the town meetings with the help of others. I supply the cameras, I try to make the meetings, and I post them online for public view.
Okay. Do you receive any financial, do you get any cost or anything from the town?
I do not.
Not a stipend?
No.
So actual volunteer work?
Yes, I don't make any money from any aspect of this in any way.
Okay. Now, after that meeting where it was clear that there was issues with hearing, you sent an email to the board?
I did.
Can we,
It may have even been before that. Check the dates.
okay, could we please pull up Exhibit 21?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That
I'll
one,
just stop following.
that was only marked for identification, so I don't have that in the list of available.
It should be at the public.
I'm sorry, I forgot the number.
21?
Okay, let the record reflect that the court and the witness are looking at Lincoln's Exhibit 21 for identification.
Can you please read your email that you sent to the board?
Yes. Sarah, Lee, Ed, Steve, please return to select board meetings being held at the town hall. That reads poorly. The board can't be heard in the fire hall. The last meeting is pointless to post as the audio is useless. About the only thing that can be heard is the audience saying that the board can't be heard. All parts of the meeting must be audible or otherwise discernible to the public in the location they are held. Anything less violates 91A on open meetings. There is plenty of time to post public notice for the July 2nd meeting to the hall. And then I thank them and sign off.
And that is sent on June 25th?
June 25th.
Okay. Now, following that email, did you get any response from the town?
I don't believe I did. No, I wasn't investigating until the next meeting.
So your email was read under correspondence at the next July 2nd meeting. Was any action taken during that meeting to change the venue?
I think there was, but it came a great public comment, not just in direct response to my email.
You are referring to a month later to August 6th.
It's possible, and forgive my lack of clarity, I go to a lot of these meetings, and it's a lot.
So on August 6th, actually, Can you please pull up Exhibit 15? Minute 37, 11 seconds, on to 38 and 23 seconds. 37, 11 seconds to 38, 23 seconds.
Cindy Cutler. I would like to ask you to please, move your meetings back to the town hall.
That's certain.
I'm sorry.
Be better for the recording